how long have you been around in the fashion industry?
Well, I have done a fashion show before, but it was actually for my boutique at the time, Altamoda. So this is my first fashion show with my own collection. So this is only my second collection. I launched my first collection on April of this year. And so
Congrats.
this is showcasing or unveiling my second collection. So I'm really excited to do it right here in Napa.
Oh, I love that.
So what was the inspiration behind your collection?
So for this collection, I wanted to do a very feminine, girly, mermaid feel.
Yeah.
I wanted to have a balance of like fitted styles, but also a lot of ruffles because I wanted to showcase like being feminine, but also strong.
Oh,
and so I felt like the fitted looks kind of represent the strength.
Yeah.
Then the ruffles, the lace, the pink, the pastels represent more of that feminine side to us women.
Oh, I love it. And why is it important to be at an event like this, Estilo-X?
Oh my God, I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah.
First of all, there's nothing like this in Napa, which is just so exciting. And to me, I think I'm most excited that I'm connected with other women that are, have the vision to put something like this together. But I think, in the fashion industry, I do find that, especially for like the Latino community, there is a lot of underrepresentation. If you go to some of the bigger shows, New York Fashion Week, Paris Fashion Week, it's a lot of, European designers, French designers. So I think for us to see that there's something missing and then go all out to make it happen and in just a couple of months is so impressive. And I think when we talk about making change in the fashion industry, it starts with events like this and then seeing how we can grow them and take them to the next level. And I know there's already been talks about where we're going next after Napa. So I think it just starts by making that decision and seeing that change needs to happen. And how do we kind of take that upon ourselves to make that change?
I love that. And as a designer, when you're creating these collections, do you think about that inspiration in your designs of like the change that you're going to make and the people that you're going to inspire and motivate? Do you bring that into your collections?
I do think about it a lot. I mean, I think there's a fine balance between thinking about what other people want, but also being true to who you are.
Yes.
Things that a product that you can really stand behind. Right. So I try to really have that balance. But that is, something that I do think about. And I think for me, it's always just, I want people to feel something and I want them to look at my pieces and know, okay, I can tell that's, Jessica Silva, right?
Yeah.
I don't even have to see the brand, the tag inside, I know. And so I think that's really important.
I love that. Well, and when you think of designers, just the ones that pop in my head immediately is like Betsy Johnson and, Alexander McQueen, like when they were authentic, right, to who they were and you felt it, you were so drawn to their pieces. So I think we definitely will feel that when we see Jessica Silva. We'll be like, oh yeah, there she is. I see it. I feel it.
Definitely.
Oh, I know.
It's a creative passion. It's an art. And I think for me, making sure that it continues to be that beyond just, profit is first and foremost, for sure.
I love that.
I love that.
So we always love to end our conversations with everyone with a little motto or quote that you live by. Is there one you'd love to give our listeners?
There is one. I'm sure you've all heard it, but it is something that I tell myself because I tend to be my biggest critic. I doubt myself. Everybody around me is very supportive and I tend to be the one in my own head. And so I constantly tell myself, like, whether, the quote is, whether you think you can or you can't, you're right. If you fight for your limitations, you get to keep them. And so by just, changing my mindset, and I think that's another thing in the Latino community that we need to do more, I guess, is just changing our mindset to open ourselves and be receptive to these bigger opportunities.
Yeah. I mean, my dad, he used to say, you're either a Mexican or a Mexican. So it was like, I'm a Mexican. That's right. Well, and that means we will see you one day at Paris Fashion Week in New York. Yes, Fashion Week.
Big goals.
So yes, I like it.
Definitely.
Keep it.
I don't do anything just to do it small.
Yeah.
I will be a global household name.
Yes, you will. I love it. Well, it's an honor to have you on our show. We can't wait to see the future of you.
Thank you.
Thanks
For having me.
Definitely. You too.